So guys, I have been deep in the rabbit hole. I'm past Wonderland. I've been in the lab for the past like hour or so. I had to come up for air. I was getting in too deep. I kind of want to share what's been going on here. Strider, he clipped me. I got clipped, but really is it me clipping him? I'll let you decide. This is from a long set that we played a couple days ago. Personally, I thought that was a godlike display of footsies. I mean, I was playing serious, to be quite honest, because JP's sweep is only -6 on block, so Marissa, I think, will have a hard time punishing it. And also, I'm burnt out. He has a huge life lead. I'm about to die. It's over already. So I'm literally just thinking, I'm gonna mash this until it hits something, and then if he blocks it, there's a chance that he's gonna mess up his punish and slip up, and I'm gonna be able to exploit that. And then while I'm doing this, I can buffer amnesia. So it's half trolly, half serious. So I was actually playing for real here. But this is where I started to fall down the rabbit hole. So the route I go for right here, it didn't work. And this does work. This is my go-to combo route in the corner, usually against DI. But it dropped here, and it got me thinking, like, why did it drop, and what can I do to make sure that doesn't happen in the future, right? So I saw that on clip, and it got me going. So, like, let's see here, like a normal situation, Ken would do DI here, and this is the route I would go for. So this was the combo that you're supposed to see, right? However, I noticed if you're out here, you don't quite reach the corner. It doesn't work. So I was like, okay, maybe that's what happened with Marissa. I was like, oh, maybe I'm not quite in the corner. If you don't quite hit the corner, you're gonna have to change your route. Yeah, so that can happen. So that really got me thinking. I was like, all right, what's the go plan if we don't quite hit the corner? I found you can just do stand fierce, and that stabilizes it. If you're that close, also, you could probably do like crouch fierce as well if you're in range. But that also got me thinking, what if I had level 2 in this situation? So from crouch fierce, it doesn't give you enough height. But with stand fierce, it pops them up much higher. So from here, I can actually get this extension. Well, you should be able to juggle there, but whatever, you get the idea. So you get more damage that way. I said, okay, cool. And then, you know, I went to try it on Marissa, and then that made me realize, wait a minute, maybe that first route isn't so universal as I once believed. So it turns out this route on Marissa, holy crap, I got it first try. That's crazy, I got it first try. Because I'm telling you, I tried so many times to get this. It's really finicky. She's very likely to bounce the other way, like you just saw. Very likely for that to happen. So it got me thinking, okay, against Marissa, I should probably just keep it simple. Stand fierce, or if I'm point blank, crouch fierce into the swipe. Send him full screen. Yada, yada, yada. So it really got me thinking even more. I was like, okay, what if I have level 2? That got me to think about these kind of routes. And then I realized after a lot of labbing, I can set up this safe jump setup, which is gnarly. This safe jump is exactly what you want with JP. This is like the go-to setup. So you want this safe jump. This is like the best safe jump situation that JP can have. You can go low. You can go fireball overhead. You can go fuzzy overhead. Normally that picks up, but you can go fuzzy overhead, and if they block it, you're still plus on the ground. You can go empty jump throw. It's just like such a gnarly situation to be in, even if you have, even if you're not in burnout. This is like one of the best safe jump setups in the game, and one of the best situations you can get with JP. So all that can happen if they go for a fake DI string when you're like 50% in burnout. You can pop level 2, side swap, and get this situation. And then, like I said, if it hits, you get a real big combo. You get the full pickup. So even more damage if it possibly gets hit. Now let's bring it all the way back to another situation. You know, I'm just trying to share something that I think is cool. So I cooked up this sequence with JP, and I was trying to see if we can push this to a kill. So this is like max damage DI Ender with a level 2 extension, and using that to set up the same kind of safe jump setup that we just saw. See the EX portal? And I tacked onto there a safe jump OS OD amnesia, and that almost kills. This is almost a 2-touch sequence. It is a safe jump. If you're Ken, I would recommend not doing DP here. The thing is, this is so specific. This is specific to the spacing that Ken's DP leaves you. Like, these safe jump OD amnesia setups are extremely character specific, and like the moon and the stars have to align and to have these conversions. And that conversion didn't kill, but then I came up with a slightly better one here. So doing the same route, going to level 2 the same way, I managed to find a route that ends with a little bit more damage. So this one, without doing the option select, just setting up the sequence to get into level 1, that does 5,000 damage. It's still like 20 damage or so away from killing. I thought that was super cool. And I put out the call to Twitter, can anyone come up with something better? Someone did. I think there was something lost in translation because they didn't quite go for the setup that I went for. I wanted to end it in the OD portal safe jump sequence, but Makoto here, CGS Gaming, I featured their tweets on this channel before. They went for a slightly different ender, and then they put this together. So they go for the non-OD portal safe jump setup, which is a single portal, and then anime happens. And he gets the kill. This was crazy to look at. I was a little bit disappointed that I was still thrilled to see this, but I kind of wish he did the OD portal setup because you have less meter when you do the OD portal setup. So he sacrificed the strong Oki for obviously having more meter to do a crazy combo. But this combo is so niche and so specific and so frame perfect and so difficult to execute. So first of all, watch what happens. He actually ends up blocking one of the hits from Ken's DP. So this safe jump setup is Ken specific. It's Ken's OD DP specific. It has to be exactly this situation with exactly these two characters with exactly this meter, right? And then he has to do all these crazy frame kills, dash forward, crouching light kick to do the frame kill, to also make sure that Ken is on the right side. Because if you don't have the right frame kill, Ken is bouncing back and forth with these portals and the OD amnesia bombs, and so that gets him on the right side. Then this is the hardest part of the combo right here. If you actually attempt to execute it, you do a few frames. See, this is almost frame perfect. This walk back here to get the proper spacing and timing so that you get both hits of the towards heavy kick and the fireball to connect at the proper height. Because if you don't get this exact frame timing, and manual spacing, you're not going to get the proper height to get backdash, drive forward, crouch fierce to pop them up high enough at a far enough distance. Because if you're too close, the fireball will not connect. If you're too far, they're going to fall too deep and it's not going to give you enough height. Then you get this specific height, this specific bounce. Landing this stand fierce, if you did all those things correctly, this stand fierce will connect. You'll know you messed up something when the stand fierce doesn't connect, and trust me, you will land this once out of every 200 tries. And then you get stand fierce, and then this level 2 is also not buffered. You have to walk back a frame or two to back up a little bit, because if you're too close, they'll just fall out of the combo. So you have to walk back for a frame, then get the level 2, and then make this all happen. So I learned this route and attempted it, and also I tried adopting it to the OD portal setup, and I realized how stupid this is. It's so stupidly specific and so ridiculous. It's beautiful to see. But so many people saw this. It became like a discussion point. Like, a lot of people were enjoying it, but a lot of people were like, wow, JP's so busted. If you hit me with this, I'm quitting the game, this, that, and the third. And I was just thinking, like, man, if someone lands this combo ever in a real match, just give them the million. Just give him the million. This is literally not a 1 in a million. This is a 1 in a billion situation. I do not think we will ever see anyone land this ever. Ever. So anyways, I was inspired by that because remember, my original goal is I wanted to end it with the EX portal safe jump setup, because I think the EX portal safe jump setup is much nastier. So I wanted to figure out a way to optimize with the OD portal on top, and then get a similar kind of combo route. So once I had that idea in mind and I was thinking about this, I kept going down the rabbit hole with what I was figuring out with my anti-burnout defense, right? So I figured, okay, let me optimize this sequence. And then this It's a safe jump. This is the situation I wanted to figure out. So that's good enough. So here's a consistent basic confirm from that situation, right? So at least you have something that you can fall back and rely on. However, if you want to see how deep the rabbit hole can go, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna save it there. So this is what I like to do to keep it consistent. If I want to keep it easy for myself, I can do this, which is pretty good. However, I think I can do like this. Will it connect from this? Yeah, 5-120. So that's one option. However, the beauty of what Makoto's combo was is that he built the extra bar. So you see here, I have 0 bars here, or 1.5 bars when this first starts. The beauty of his route is that it builds enough meter to get another level 2. So the thing is, from the regular portal safe jump, the spacing he set up to do that frame kill of dash, crouching, light kick to do the portal, it only worked because Ken actually put him in block stun first, and he gets pushed back to a specific spacing. So with the OD portal setup, you notice here that Ken isn't making contact with JP. He blows up earlier, and the spacing is different. You're further away, so you can't use the same setup. So I spent at least an hour whiffing moves and figuring out the proper frame kill to get the exact timing to do what he did. And I realized no matter what, there's no exact frame kill you can do that leaves you at the perfect spacing, because every time you activate the portal, you have to spend a few manual frames walking back to get the proper spacing, then do towards heavy kick to get both hits of the towards heavy kick and the medium kick fireball to hit at the proper height to set up backdash crouch fierce into the fireball. So after whipping every combination of button possible, I mean, I was going down, I was doing shit like this. So that looks cool. This setup here, it looks cool, but the stand fierce will never connect. So anytime you have a perfect frame kill to get exactly this, you will not get the proper spacing to get enough height for stand fierce to connect. So I realized, okay, the total number of frames this is 78. I got my calculator out on my phone. It's 78 frames is what you want to kill to get the frame perfect setup. However, because the spacing is not right and you want to leave a gap between the portal and the towards heavy kick where you can walk backwards, you want to do less than 78 to leave a little bit of time for you to walk backwards and manually time it. So then what I came up with for the frame kill was down towards heavy punch and crouching medium punch, which is 24 plus 49, which would give you, what is that, 73 frames, which leaves you 5 to 6 frames to walk back and do towards heavy kick, right? So I did this, and then if I do it towards heavy kick right away, you only get 1 hit. But if you do this, activate portal, walk back for a few frames. Okay, I got 1 hit in the fireball. There you go. Ah! It connected. Oh, almost I dropped it. That was too low. I delayed too much. Didn't delay enough. Something went wrong there. I'm brain farting. Even the level 2, so once you get this far and you get the proper manual timing to get the perfect spacing to heavy kick and the medium kick fireball, you still have to manually delay your level 2 and you have to walk back for a frame or so, because if you're too close, it's just not going to work. So even after all of this, there's still another point of manual timing to overcome. Oh my god. Hold on. If JP makes it through the first battle patch untouched, I will do something drastic. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing something that you will never see a human pull off in a match. You should rejoice at the fact that we have these combo systems that we can push to the limits, that we have something to look forward to, that we can use our brains to solve puzzles and be creative and share technology, and we can go across national borders and language barriers and connect with each other in the joy of expressing ourselves through absolutely fucking blowing up the training dummy. You see someone giving their all to create something something that's never been done before. And then the people, they sit there and go, this is dumb, lol, let me do low forward into crouch fierce into level 3 with Luke and do the exact same damage and use 1/15 billionth of the brain power. Do you understand? This is not going to impact you in gold rank. This has no bearing on your competitive existence whatsoever. This will never affect you. It gives people like me and other nerds something to have fun with, to explore, problems to solve. You will never, ever, ever see this in a match. And if you do, that guy is a fucking god and you got out-nerded. You deserve to lose. That dude spent years of their life labbing that combo for that situation, for the moon and the stars and the galaxies to align to own your ass. And they deserve to beat you in that situation. I try my best with words to communicate the process, the effort, and the difficulty, and the situationalness, and how it's unlikely to impact anything, and how it's great to have these extreme niche corner scenarios. To me, that's what makes fighting games so cool, is like these super niche corner scenarios that you're so not likely to see. These are such rare situations. Those things, when people optimize that stuff, that's the coolest part about fighting games. I think those are so sick, those situations. I mean, if you want to sit there and do low forward to fireball for, you know, all of eternity, which we've been doing for 30 years, sure, whatever, man, you can keep doing that. But to see people have fun with something and to maximize something and to instantly just be like, get rid of it. Problem is that only JP has this sauce. Yeah, but JP has sauce that is relevant to real matches, sure. And JP could use some nerfs in some situations, for sure. But what you're looking at here has nothing, like, this is the good part of it. This requires labbing, extreme character familiarization, matchup knowledge, resource manage. This takes skill to implement. So I take issue when people look at the parts that take skill and take awareness and take extreme labbing and effort, and then people go, get rid of that part. It's like, what? That's the part that you should celebrate. Someone put an effort to get better with the character. And I'm telling you, if someone goes through this in a match, you're just gonna drop it. They're gonna drop it, lose. Like, I'm sitting here trying to land it over and over. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Get a little breather to the hands. Is this combo supposed to kill? No. There might be combos that do more damage in this route, to be quite honest. But it's time. Full attempts. Not enough delay. Yes! It's real. It's real. Oh my god. Oh, that was so difficult. That was so difficult. Oh my god. Now, I do not know if that's optimized or not, but it's the coolest thing I have so far. I would simply not wake up DP. Yeah, you shouldn't wake up DP there because it's a safe jump, but like I said, the safe jump with this above your head is really gnarly. You're in a bad spot because it's a real high-low into real big damage. But I still want to see if I can get more damage because on that safe jump, there's so much more you can do.